Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay, I want to draw your attention to these beads. Okay, I spent a lot of time looking for these type beads and I can't find any. This is the only one I have. And what happened was I have always loved this picture. Not because of the weasel, not because of the girl, but because of the jewelry. See her necklace? And I think it is so beautiful. And I was trying to find something similar. And so I finally found this. So I was happy about that. And what I'm doing is I'm looking through my, I'm going to be selling stuff. And I have this one, set of rosary beads, and it's actually really kind of evil. It's a Masonic rosary bead. I had it for a while before I noticed it, and I thought, I'm going to sell that thing as soon as I find it. Okay, so I love these beads, so I thought I would show you. Okay, this video, I wanted to get this video out. This is the greatest recipe. You know I make stuffed peppers every week. Down here, there's a recipe for depression tacos, and I was looking up here for this stuffed pepper recipe, and I thought this is just like the depression tacos, except it's stuffed peppers. All you need is 1 medium onion, 1 large potato. So I used dry onion. I bought another one of these. 1 large potato. I use a small 1 pound beef. I buy, well, this time I got 10 of these beef patties from Ralph's. I started going back to Ralph's. I can get just about as good of deals as the discount shops. 1 pound cooked beef, 1/2 cup cooked rice. I use 3 tablespoons. 1/2 cup celery. I use half a stalk, and about 2 handfuls of raisins. So that is like the old-fashioned sweet tamales, and it tastes really good. I'll show you in a minute. Combine all the ingredients and let simmer a little. Add about 3 tablespoons grated cheese. I just had this little block of cheese. Salt and pepper, fill peppers, bake 350, pour tomato sauce on top. So get this recipe no matter what. Because what it does is it stretches your hamburger. So I made the bad mistake of cutting my peppers because I didn't think they were going to, all the filling was going to fit. And that just made it worse, I think. All right, let me show you. These taste so good. Let me show you. Here we go. So we have plenty of gravy. So get this recipe. I think we're in a recession right now. I don't know, depression, but you have vegetables, the peppers. You have your carb, the potatoes, and the rice. You have your hamburger. And what else do you have? You have onion. And you have celery. And then I just baked it until it was like, I like my bell peppers like pretty much done. And this, you could make some gravy out of this, the drippings, or you could just save it and use it like tomato sauce. The potatoes taste really good. They've soaked up this this gravy. So also, this is very nutritious, so I'll just pour a little bit on here. It's like tomato gravy. It is tomato gravy. And, there's some raisins in here, so if you've never had sweet tamales, it says combine ingredients. So onion, potatoes, ground meat, cooked rice, celery, and about 2 handfuls of raisins. So back in the day, they always go heavy on the fruit. I'm going to put all the raisins on here so you can see them. So, you know, it's got a little fruit. It's got your tomatoes are actually considered fruit, I think. So, I was just lucky. When I bought this cookbook, let me show you. I had no intention of keeping it, and when I started leafing through it, I found a bunch of good recipes. So I will keep this, and this is the kind of stuff I sell on eBay. Junk jewelry, some clothes, you know, whatever I can find. So let's see if I can show you this without totally destroying my clothes. This is one of my better ones. Okay, and what's good about this is it was only a 1/4 pound of meat, and it's enough for 2 meals. Okay, let's have a bite. Try the raisins, you'll like it. What's nice about new recipes, it's kind of like somebody else's cooking. Yum. Last night I made grits with eggs, bacon, and cheese, and I had half of it left over, and that was such a good meal. Okay, now I have figured out one of the things that's really hitting people at the grocery store, and I discovered this when I went to the pantry today because I was trying to figure out the cost of the food I got at the pantry. So I got as far as pumpkin spice cheddar cheese, $6.99, coleslaw, $4.49, 6 bagels, $5.79, 100% whole wheat honey bread, $2.57, and then the rest was vegetables. And at that total, the price was $19.71, and then the total value of the food I got was $38.55. American consumers are paying 40% more for fruit and vegetables over a 10-year period. The solution is you want to stockpile canned food, and 10.1% higher than last year. So 3 large yams were 96 cents each, or $2.88. 8 small potatoes and 1 regular potato is about 5 to 6 small potatoes, or 1 pound. So I figured they all were about 1.5 pounds, $3.48. So everything's $3, $4. Red peppers, 5 to 6. 320 carrots, 12 carrots, $2.50. Tomatoes, 37 cents each, $1.85. 4 oranges, 36 cents, $1.44. And this is the one that was really expensive. 11 tangerines, 2 pounds, $5.99. So for a total of $38.55. So what I think we're failing to see is the fruit and vegetables are costing as much as your bread and your cheese and maybe even your meat. But so here is the food I got at the pantry. So I made a tasty batch of, I love Jell-O. They say it's fallen out of favor with everyone except the Mormons. I don't know about that. Okay, so I have sugar-free orange Jell-O. And I use one of my oranges. I just cut it up and I put it in the Jell-O. The oranges are 36 cents each. So this is tasty. And this is a low cost dessert, a low calorie dessert. The oranges are really good too. Here's the tomato sauce. This is the one I like from Walmart, but you could use tomato soup. You could use anything you have. You know, as long as you have potatoes, rice, and hamburgers, green onions, green peppers, you know, you're in business. Okay, so now out of this food, I could make grilled cheese and tomato soup, because I got the pumpkin spice cheddar cheese bagels and peanut butter, barbecued chicken with potatoes and coleslaw, and I could make a tuna sandwich because I got a lot of nice bread. So, okay. All right, now, hang on to as much of your money as possible right now and live as cheap as possible the last 6 days of the month. But I'm taking it one day at a time. So, okay, where did I write this? What I did. Okay, I went to the pantry early and I got home with the food, and you saw the video. Then I worked in the garden. Then I went to the gym, and I was getting a lot of good tips today at the gym from this lady who was my age, who was really strong and fit, but not muscular. And so one of the things she said was cut carbs and bread. Not entirely. I don't want to, you know, cut any food group, but cut down and switch to almond milk. So I thought, okay, after I drink my milk, okay, then I went to Dollar Tree. And the reason I went to Dollar Tree is, okay, so I'm cutting my spendable income. So I bought this detergent just to last me for the rest of the month. And this liquid detergent and this clothes detergent for $1.25, so $2.50 each. So that was a good deal. But while I was there, I thought, you know what, after I went to the food pantry, and I showed you what I got, and I was really grateful. Okay, I bought 1 whale and 2 dolphins, because I bought the baby some mermaids and there was no dolphins to be had. So I thought, I'm going to buy these now so that I won't go crazy. Okay, so I decided to stock up because I'm doing a life extension on fish and food that's good for my diet. And so, have you guys seen this? I'm going to try this coconut chowder. So what I could do is I could eat this with crackers, with peanut butter, with cheese, with rice. Dollar Tree, $1.25. Tasty garbanzo, sweet potatoes, red beans, steamed in flavorful coconut cream. So I got that for $1.25. I got a package of crab meat. I could make a salad, like a tuna salad, or I took this out. I could eat it in this, because what I will do is I will create a food box, because I'm creating boxes 1 week food. And then all these have a long expiration date. I bought a can of oysters, so we have 3 meals. And then I bought some herring and some sardines. So I like to eat these on crackers. And then I like to make sticky rice. Boil your rice down. Put coconut milk on it. If you don't have any, just make your own out of coconut. Just grind the coconut in the blender and then boil it in water until the water is milky. And then just put some mangoes on the top, and that is a good meal. Like today, the I also have, I don't know where they are. Oh, here they are. Oh gosh. These are really good for that. So sticky rice, put a little sugar in your coconut milk. So I have the soup, the crab meat, the oysters, the herring, and the sardines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to add 2 more things. Then they had, this is all the only kind of crackers they had, but these have a long expiration date. And I like eating these with my homemade peanut butter. And then I happened to notice these in my stockpile, so I took these out. So I don't have any vegetables and fruit in this box because I went to the food pantry this week. And as for the milk, I have powdered milk and I have oatmeal for cereal. So I wanted to show you that. I was talking to this girl today, and we were talking about, you know, like, okay, maybe your house isn't perfection, but maybe you have transportation, you do have a roof over your head, your house has food in it because you went to the pantry if you have to, and you have some water and some tea, something to drink. So, you know, in this day and age, that is, if you can be grateful for what you have, that is really going to help. And then I went to Ralph's because last night I didn't have any yogurt. And okay, tomorrow I'm going to make, this is yogurt, this is milk that I bought for 96 cents and I froze it. I'm going to make yogurt. And then this yogurt was pretty reasonable. It has a long expiration date. 7/11/24. So what I like is I like enough yogurt around. If I want to get, last night I was so miserable. Okay, so I made this chocolate yogurt. And what I did was I used one of those, that worked too, you know, those little yogurt strips. And I just used my regular yogurt. And so I didn't think it was going to take. So my idea was I would freeze it into chocolate milk. So I left it in there this morning and it did take. So now I froze it, and this is a good solution to ice cream if you want to get off of ice cream. That is fine for tonight, but that didn't do me any good last night. So I bought, I wrote the price somewhere. Oh, I wrote it on my, okay, so I had quite a bit of petty cash. So the Dollar Tree was 11 items, $13.75, and then Ralph's was the yogurt, and then, I thought I would buy this for tomorrow. Marked down, what I'll do is I'll just bake it with some carrots because I got a lot of nice carrots and some potatoes. And that was $6.75. So I have 2 days left of the 7 days, and I have $13.48 of petty cash, $6.74 each, and the stuff I just showed you was $19.92. That is including the dolphins. This will be fun for playing in the pool too. They had to get a different pool though because it was too deep and the sides were collapsing. Okay, so for the yogurt, one more time, any kind of milk, any kind of yogurt, heat a big pan of water to boiling and put it in the oven to create a warm environment. Bring 3 cups of milk to almost boiling. I had a thermometer and I heated to 180, but you can just, you know, there's bubbles, but it's not boiling. Hold it there for 20 to 30 minutes. 180 if you want to use a thermometer. Then take 1/2 cup of yogurt, or you know, even one of those little, when I find those, and it was frozen too. Take 1/2 cup yogurt out and let it reach room temperature. Pour hot milk into a large bowl, cool to warm like a warm bath. They say 110 to 115, but test it. It's like a warm bath. I went to 100 degrees. Add the room temperature yogurt. Slip it into like the corner of the oven with the pan in front, and cover it with a kitchen towel, and heat one extra time if you have a chance, like before you go to bed, or if you're making it during the day, if you start in the morning, about noon. Okay, so we have some food because we went to the food pantry. This is the time to prepare. Okay, what is going to happen? What bad thing can happen if we just stop spending as much as we can and save as much money? We're just careful. I was telling the girl today, just get your house full of food. Okay. Oh, now Jan from New York City saves money. The name of her channel is Save Money and More with Jan now. 3 things I like to do with 2 pounds of ground beef or turkey. Save money and more with Jan. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just go to the video. I'll show you in a minute. And I might put it on, I think I'll put it on my X. So I came up with some hamburger stuff. It was funny because I was making these stuffed peppers and I saw her video. I came up with hamburger pie tacos, hamburgers with gravy and bread. So I make the hamburgers, then I make milk gravy and bread, taco salad, enchiladas, and Salisbury steak. That's what I came up with. Okay, now. So, you guys saw me, I did a stockpile with 30 cans of fish, and then I did 2 week boxes of food, so it was 2 1-week boxes, and then today I got the food bank and the canned food to create another box, so this is food for next month or in the future. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about, so thinking about the canned fish, human longevity diet. And so what it is higher intake than typical of whole grains, legumes, fish 3 times per week. So I bought the small fishes because, you know, fish can contain mercury. I think I ate fish once a week. They used to say once a week, but they're saying stay away from poultry and beef, which I'm not. I'm just taming it down a little bit. Just like the milk, I am going to finish drinking my cow's milk. And then the lady, I mean, she's got such a strong body for 70 years old. She says she gets her almond milk at Costco. I'll go, I'll get some. So now I underline whole grains, legumes, underline fish, underline fruit and vegetables, and a handful of nuts. And you can buy almond milk and olive oil. So for the whole grains, that could be oatmeal. So the whole grains, fish, fruits, vegetables, and nuts are superfoods, and the olive oil. Now they're coming up with this thing that aging is nothing more than a disease process. So I understand disease. I spent years. It's virus, bacteria, toxins, overexertion past the biochemical limits, malnutrition. I don't know. There's a few other ones. So when you start, you want to make your way back to health. The first thing would be a good diet, and I take vitamins. So I'm going to be getting some really good vitamins. So now things to limit our poultry, meat, and sweets. And this is what the lady was saying, carbs and sugar. So there's no reason I have to be eating sugar. Okay, and then I showed you the food that I bought. Soup works for me. I can do that. All right, the ultimate stuffed bell peppers, like a sweet tamale. Okay, let's go back just for a minute and think about the Depression. Day-old bread. We always baked our own bread. I got a lot of nice bread today at the pantry. They had to go without meat and or milk, and they took advantage of government programs. Okay, and then we want to stockpile food and non-food items. Okay, on the petty cash, that doesn't really include food, gas, and non-foods, but since I hadn't used my petty cash, I just used it to buy the food today. So try this Jell-O too. And if you are a senior, I think I get more food at the pantry than I would with EBT, because now today I was there late, but generally there's a lot more food. So what I did last time is I went 3 weeks in a row, and I thought, well, I have enough food to last me for a month. So it's been a month. So what I will do is I will do the same thing again. Maybe I'm going to eat it all. I don't know. I'm trying to eat more fresh food. Okay, I have never bought this much fruit. That's why I didn't know it was so much higher. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.